Hey, what's up, bud? It's Ash, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. This is going to be part 3 in my series, and actually somebody left a comment telling me to go into the broom closet. And apparently there's like a secret or something that I didn't know about. Apparently I just have to stay inside of the broom closet, so that's where we're gonna head.
All of his co-workers
Because we're gone. What could it mean? What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
The meeting
Perhaps
room?
He had simply missed a memo.
I missed a memo. Yep, see, I will go through there next time, but I want to do this broom closet one that the commenter left.
Stanley came to a
The set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left. He has such a nice, calming voice that I love so much. What is? I never read the whiteboard.
Not a single person here either.
Copyright
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
just
decided
office
to
stuff.
go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No, I'm gonna go in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
You're objectively
so he turned
wrong.
around and got back on track.
But you're objectively wrong. There's like a wrench or some duct tape, another wrench, pair of pliers, little nail gun, I think.
There was
some
nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
I
Just
disagree.
An empty broom closet.
But there's more
No
dialogue.
reason to still be here.
But there's more dialogue, so I'm gonna stay here. My bucket of broom. I think it's really well decorated in here, actually. I really like it.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
like the broom
He wasn't even doing anything.
Nope.
At least if there was something to interact with,
Nope.
he'd be justified in some way.
I am
As it is,
justified.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Fuck all. Yeah, I'm not doing anything, bud. I just like the broom closet. I'm in the closet. I'm stuck. Trapped in the closet,
Are
R.
you
Kelly.
really still in the broom closet?
Yep,
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
because it's pissing you
Please
off.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm okay. You don't deserve any. I just like the broom closet, man. That's my explanation. I just like the closet. Does it not look pretty?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
But the door
It
opened.
didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Hey,
I
hey,
never would have thought to mention it.
don't blame me. Don't blame me. Blame the commenter. Blame the commenter, not me. I'm just doing what is asked of me. That's it. That's all
Maybe
I'm...
to you this is somehow its own branching path.
I mean, technically it
Maybe
is.
when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They probably would if I talked like that. Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Alright.
That or with drug money.
Drug money.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I am. I'm addicted to both cocaína and hookers. I don't know what hookers in Spanish, but yeah. Every
Well, I've
Thursday...
come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Yep.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit,
Yep.
and were just about to leave because there's nothing here.
Nope.
When a physical melody of some sort
Yeah.
shut down your central nervous system.
I did just have a heart
and
attack.
You collapsed on the keyboard.
Yep. I
Well,
did.
In a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby
Oh.
so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Maybe my cat will come for it.
Hello?
Oh.
Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
Are you not a
It's
human?
indicative of the long-term sustainability of
Jesus.
your species.
Why are you
Please
announcing
remove
it
their
like that?
corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place,
Wow.
making sure they understand basic first-person video game
Oh
mechanics
my God.
and filling them in on the history of narrative
There's a little
tropes in
bed.
video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of
Hmm.
this game is not lost on them.
As you say so humbly.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
What if I don't step out into the hallway? Oh wait, what if I step out into the hallway and then come right back in?
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Yeah.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
You think so?
You too. Unbelievable.
Yup.
At the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey
Invalids?
nearby you can hand the controls to.
A monkey?
A fish?
A fungus?
Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky.
Okay.
I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go back out because I've been sitting there for a minute. Nobody was there. He wasn't talking to me
Coming
anymore.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, I have a theory that I can get out of these big doors before they close. I have a theory that I can do this.
Stepping into...
I was right. Oh. So do we just go all the way back to our office now? I was joking. I didn't think that was real. So can I go in the broom closet again? No? Okay. Well, back through the meeting room. I just hope I don't get jump scared. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Thanks, I guess. So are you just calling me fat and stupid and really, really ugly? There's no way I can go into the new content now from here. Yep. Nope, they shut it off. Okay. It's actually new content. My bad, I misspoke. So all the way back to my office? What does this do? There's another door. Sure. So where are we going? You are now leaving the red door. Oh, so I need to go escape pod floor 760. So I gotta climb 6 flights of stairs now. So I'm actually gonna go to an escape pod and leave the Stanley Parable. Another red door. How big is this facility? I mean, I get that we kind of already confirmed that it was in Stanley's mind, but if his job is just pushing buttons, how can a man that dumb come up with something this complicated and intricate? Especially with the narrator's words and how he chooses to speak. I don't understand how he's capable of coming up with such things. I mean, is Stanley actually really, really smart, but his job is just to push buttons because he likes pushing buttons? I have a lot of questions that I need answers to, but I don't think they're going to get answered anytime soon. I mean, the narrator promised my questions would get answered, but definitely doesn't seem that way. It's also getting vastly darker. Escape pod launch bay. Escape? Wow. This makes me super uneasy. Whoa. Whoa. The escape pod. Oh? We just restart? Bro! I did all that for nothing? I guess I got the escape pod ending. Okay, new content now.
Decided to go to the meeting room.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. So new content? Okay, new content. Here we go.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
I did.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
We'll go on. What is this very exciting new content you're hinting at, narrator? The elevator! So, we just skip past the whole introduction and everything? Okay. So where are we going then? In the elevator.
You see, Stanley,
yeah.
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable.
Okay.
And about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Yeah.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
That's a hard legacy to live up to.
Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
The second Stanley Parable. Whoa. This looks modern.
Isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
Seems that way.
New territory will cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Yeah.
An entirely new experience built from the ground up.
So we're not going to be in an office building?
Possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Stanley Parable 2.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
So...
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
You got a lot of advertisement for it, though.
Some of the features I've been developing for it.
Is there going to be another jump circle?
That if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
new features,
surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Through here.
It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
You put a lot of effort into this, even though you don't know what the game's going to be.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Sure. Reassurance bucket? I want to go into the what is this? Okay, office decorations infinite hole? I'm going to get the reassurance bucket, because I need some reassurance right now, because I'm a little scared.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
It is a little paradoxical.
It engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
That's where it drops
I'm
out
happy
of.
to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Right, and
The
it's...
Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
I like how
You
it
see,
slowly
Stanley, every time
lowers.
you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and
Will
your
it?
heart. It's true.
Let me try it
As
out.
long as you hold on to the bucket,
Yep.
the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps
Will they?
even comforting.
Because of
You
this
may even
bucket.
come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
Okay.
And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me
Right.
than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Yes.
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Not
Yes,
particularly.
the bucket is the perfect solution.
Well, let me try it out. Yep.
Give it a try. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
It is,
In
for sure.
fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Does it?
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Just a little bit more
The
attractive?
benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Of course, yeah, for
All
sure.
this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Right, can you open the door? Thank you. So now I get a bucket to carry around.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
I don't think
That
so.
should be an award if it isn't already.
Collectibles. Ooh, collectibles? What are the collectibles? Still the keyboard sounds. You'll find them. Can you find them? Whoa.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video
I'm walking
game.
on nothing
In
right
the
now.
Stanley Parable 2,
Yep.
you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh,
And what's
gosh.
truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Really?
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of
Jesus.
them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Is that me? I guess that's me, so... What the fuck? Yeah! I got the collectible!
God, it
Okay,
really
now
is
what?
the worst when you collect everything in a video game.
Jump circle?
And then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely. Calling it the Stanley
Oh
Parable
my
2
gosh.
is just so much catchier than Ultra
Oops,
Deluxe.
go.
don't
Free
you think?
achievement in
Ultra
Q? Where's
Deluxe?
Q?
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable
where am
2,
I?
Now that's an
You're
artistic
here.
statement
Okay.
right there. It's
Q's in the back
future-oriented.
left up
It
there.
screams progress and innovation and
I don't know how we get
long-term
there.
franchising potential.
The jump circle? Oh.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2.
But
as
I don't
well.
have any jumps.
Oh, wait.
Yep.
You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Yep.
Oh, well.
So what now?
I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Sure. Yeah, I didn't want to jump at all. Okay, so do I... Wait. Free new plus easy achievement? I can't believe it's that simple. Sure, I want an achievement. I don't see why not. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps. I feel like I'm
Now,
just gonna
here's
die.
something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
So do I just flick this
Yes.
lever?
You see, you'll come to this lever,
Yep.
and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you.
So do I do
It's
it?
as simple as that.
I don't believe you.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stan.
What if I just
but
keep doing it?
guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel.
I don't
to
believe
at
you.
last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world.
I'm just gonna
who
keep
will be
doing it.
uproariously demanding this feature.
I want the feature.
Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I don't believe you. Nope. Okay. Well, it's not as simple as you're saying. Thank you very much. I noticed that there's two right here, though. There's two lights here, and two more there. So, what is this hinting at? Because there's two. So do I need to get two more? Maybe I need to go through the other two first and then come back and get the achievement? Because I want that achievement. And I checked on Steam, and apparently 2% of the people have achieved it. So it is achievable,
What else?
theoretically.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The infinite hole, but I don't want to go in the infinite hole. Okay, I've tried every possibility with this thing. It's just, it's not letting me. I've tried every single slider on every single number and applied it every single time, and I just couldn't get it. That's new. The button that says the name of the player that is beating the game. Sure, let's go down here. Epilogue. Do I stand here and it goes?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
I guess.
Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Alright, no more epilogue then, whatever. Hear your name in-game. The button that says the player's name.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
What do
And
they
of
want?
course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Okay.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. I'll try it. Say my name.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But
Okay.
of course, in the final game,
Right.
this button will say your name,
Yeah.
whatever name that is.
It's not
Here,
Jim.
let's have you role play as Jim
Oh,
to
okay.
really simulate the full experience of this feature.
My name
Just
is
play
Jim.
along. I promise you'll love it.
My name is
Okay,
Jim.
Here we go.
Okay.
Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all...
Jim.
Whoa,
I'm Jim.
hold on.
What?
I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
Ah!
If you don't properly roleplay
I'm
as
so
Jim,
impatient.
then
Okay.
you'll never understand the impact of this button.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
Okay.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
I'll let you finish.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Okay.
Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim.
But
Do you feel it in your soul?
yeah, I'm Jim.
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I'm Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay. My name is Jim.
Jim.
Whoa! My
Yes,
name!
you see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, I'll do it again. Okay, I'll do it again. Hold on.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time.
Like my
If
substance
this were
abuse.
the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Maybe.
Let's take a break from the Jim button.
Yep.
I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal. I suppose I
Okay.
could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually
Those
save me the work
screenshots?
of finishing this feature.
A whole new office? Okay. Red is the new orange. Okay, so everything is just red. New features, new content, new ideas. When this says everything jumps like... Okay, I'm gonna go to the infinite hole. There's merch. Okay, what else? Is there anything else that I'm missing? Well, the exit's that way. Do I jump down the infinite hole? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna jump down the infinite hole. I don't see why not. I think I came out that room, didn't I? Yeah, I did come out that room, because that's where the epilogue is. So what's down here? The infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of.
Are
it's
you?
never been done before in a video game.
And that would be...
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever.
I don't believe
That's
you.
right. Infinite falling. You
Is
can
it?
fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Oh. So do I do it? I mean, it's getting progressively smaller.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my
Yeah.
more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Mhm.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
Right.
you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
What if I don't hit the teleport button?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer,
Yep.
but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I'm not gonna press it. What's gonna happen? I bet it's not really infinite.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
So it's not
Is
infinite.
it a very, very deep hole?
Yes.
To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
Then name it that way.
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective,
That's the end.
infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay,
Yeah.
well, good for you. You
I
found
did.
the bottom of the hole.
Yep.
You found me out, Stanley.
Can I teleport?
I'm a
Oh.
liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
I can't teleport
Look,
now.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
No, I just called you out on your
One person
bullshit.
actually wants to fall infinitely.
I don't.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't
Nope.
you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
You're the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I
Did
think
they?
we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Okay.
If
I'll
that
work
works
with...
for
Yeah,
you,
that works for me.
then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I debated on jumping right back in the hole. But no, I'm not gonna do that. Can I go up? What's up there? It just looks like more platforms. Doors aren't open. I can't go up. Okay. So what now? Do I have to go to the exit of it? Can I find more collectibles? What's that big place up there? That looks pretty. Okay, I want to look at the map real quick just to see if I covered all of my bases. Jump circle, this map, yep, free achievement, tried that. Button, yep, saw the merch, settings world champion, didn't really work. Yep, got the bucket in my hands, office decorations, epilogue, collectibles, infinite hole, exit. Okay, so now I just need to go to the exit. I mean, I guess I didn't walk up to the merch, so I didn't get the dialogue for it. I'll be fine. Let's just go to the exit. Let's go ahead and leave this beautiful land. That's a big hole there too. That one actually kind of might be infinite, not mostly
All right.
infinite.
Have you seen everything you wanted to?
I'd say
Ready
so.
to move on now?
Yeah, I'd say so. That's actually a pretty cool design though. Stanley's face and then the actual office being a part of them. Yeah, that's smart. No screenshots, no screenshots. So what's in here then?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I like most
Yes, I
of
know
them.
It's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together
Yep.
as one single coherent video game, but I can
why
feel
do
it
we
in my
have
soul.
this here?
It's going to work.
Is
There's
it?
definitely a good game in there somewhere.
Probably.
Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
All right, let's see. Put them all together.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
I mean, there's potential here, right?
Yeah, there's can I get these
Okay,
collectibles?
never mind. Hold on.
How do I
Let me
get
do
those?
A different arrangement.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, new
Yes,
arrangement.
This is
Yep.
much
All right.
better.
Yep.
I feel good about this.
Yeah,
Here
it'll
we
probably
go.
be better. Yep.
Version 2.
Go on. It's worse.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
I want those
This
collectibles.
isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
The
And I
jump
do very
scare.
much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
No.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
That's hard
I
to
wanted
do.
fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they would stand on their own.
Right.
They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
I think it is.
I can take the original Stanley Parable and
Oh.
simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Isn't this what you were just despising against?
I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Yeah.
A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction,
Yeah.
this is the Stanley Parable 2.
2.
Let me see if I can whip something up.
All right. Are you going to reset it and then
All right,
put me back to the title screen?
Go ahead. Take a look.
You're going to do it. Yep, do it. Whoa. Okay. You know what? I'm actually pretty impressed by the title screen. I really like it. Alright, well, let's see what happens when I boot it up again. Is he just gonna immediately start yapping about it?
This is
The story of a man named Stanley. right back in the office building. I like the new content. I like the ending that we got. Is there any more that I could think of right now?
What could it mean?
Hmm.
Stanley decided to go to the
The
meeting
bucket.
room. Stanley picked up the bucket.
I got the bucket. Oh, I'm so happy. I feel like when I was in the phone room, whenever I went to the right and then to the right again across the platform and then the phone, I feel like there was the plug there that I was immediately looking at. Can I unplug the plug?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Mm-hmm.
and entered the door on his left.
The right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting
The
room.
bucket's telling me this.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yes.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well,
Yes.
no, never mind. The bucket was
The
wrong.
bucket can never be wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nah, the bucket said go to the right.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
That is not what the bucket sounds like. What?
Good, said the bucket.
Oh my gosh.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
What?
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket
How
was
do I
speaking
get
to
there?
him. It should have alarmed him, of course,
How
because
do I get
buckets
there?
can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
I see the
He was firmly
collectible.
convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
But I want the collectible. Whatever. Give me a cross.
In here,
Mm-hmm.
said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Okay.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
I shall. Yep.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket.
No.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
For fun.
Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders?
Hmm.
Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke.
No, I
Don't
know-
you get the joke?
I
It's
understand
funny,
that it's-
Stanley. A talking bucket.
I understand.
Can't you see?
No,
Oh,
I get it.
goodness.
No, I get
must
it.
have
I
really
get it.
bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously.
No,
Where
I-
did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer?
Yeah.
Or spoken quicker?
Sure. I just wanted to
Maybe
see what would
timing is so
happen if I
difficult.
unplugged
I
it.
wish I were better at it.
Yeah, you
but
should
that
be.
isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that
Yep.
one can watch to fully. Oh wait, yes, there is.
Oh, is it really?
It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Fuck it. Let's watch it. Let me see the video.
What is comedic timing?
What is it?
What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
Propaganda.
And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
Yeah.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Okay. Let's see it.
dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oddly
with
specific.
one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good
This is
comedic
it.
timing.
Okay.
To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide
No.
a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
The humor.
Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds
Okay.
and no less than 13 and a half.
So 13 and a half
pausing
to
only
18.
for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect
What the
example of
fuck?
expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good
Why are
comedy.
his eyes like this?
Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
Okay.
Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke
Yep.
is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian.
Okay.
An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times. Just
Yeah.
to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random.
They might actually find
And
that
that's
funny
all
though.
there is. With these strategies at your disposal,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even
Simpsons
triple over
characters.
laughter in no time at all.
Right.
Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp.
Yep.
After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invaders who threaten our very existence.
What?
And to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
When was this filmed?
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no
I don't know
think
if
the
it is or isn't.
fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then.
Right.
So, with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sure. 12-legged spacemen. Got it. Got it. Oh, I can't jump off now. Is the collectible still there? No, it's not there. Interesting.
This time, I'm really going
And
to
I can't
nail
just
the
walk
delivery.
off.
You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say. How ridiculous.
Yep.
How absurd.
Yep.
What a hilarious concept.
Word
The
for
king
word
of
verbatim.
Comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the instructions.
Maybe I have to go into the middle part
Otherwise,
room
who knows
to get
where
the
we'd be
collectible.
right now. But I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure.
No, definitely not.
The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke.
You should keep trying
Oh,
it.
I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Okay, sure. It's because you watched that very insightful video that I don't know if it's outdated or too sophisticated. I don't know which one it would be. I'm just very confused. Plus, they changed the whole dialogue just for the bucket. Which, honestly, I respect. Okay, back to here.
Here we go. You ready?
Yep, very.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
No. Nope.
What? We're back at the phone already?
Yeah.
No. What's
I
going
don't-
on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
Yeah, there
There
are.
was supposed to be a build-up to this
Meeting
point.
room?
A dramatic display of remarkable
Cargo
comedic
lift?
wit, which culminates in this scene with the phone.
I think you just messed
Now
up the
timing's
delivery.
completely off.
No, you messed up the delivery.
It will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to.
Yep.
And it's all my fault.
It
I
is
must
your
have
fault.
forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room.
It doesn't,
What
though.
an egregious mistake.
Alright, whatever.
I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy.
Yeah,
I'm
you never
nothing.
did.
I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp.
Yep.
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, sure.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
And I go to the right again, then what? Do I just go back to the phone room?
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
So do I have
Here we go.
Do I have to
You
go to the
ready?
left?
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
No.
Did you not even look at the instructional video?
I
I
did.
think this was all covered very clearly.
It
There's
is.
no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely
I can't even
done
open
and
it.
over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on.
Why are
All
you
because
yelling
you
at me?
couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are
Don't
you
yell
proud
at
of
me.
yourself for bringing me down, Stanley?
Stop
Are you
yelling at
proud?
me.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No, 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 no. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More
Sorry, Leroy?
instructional videos. Let's see. Let's see.
Who the fuck is Leroy? Are we just back at the beginning now? Wow, I don't even know what to make of the last ending. I want to see if I can get that collectible though. I want to see if I can find a way to get that collectible. Can I go through here yet? What? What is this place? I'm finding way too many things up. Oh, are there different choices where I can go up and down now? Up. Where does this take me? 8. Do I have to stop it manually? Bruh, it's the same. What if I go down? Is it just elevator noises? Oh, you're an ass. What? Business strategy, killing pandas. Okay. So that does absolutely nothing. So, is there anything in the executive bathroom? Oh! Yes! I'm gonna go to the escape route that I said earlier. 2845, I remember.
Stepping
Piano.
into his manager's office,
I remember there
Stanley
being a
was
piano
once again
here.
Stunned to discover not
An indication of life here either.
What could it mean?
Did I open anything?
Stanley wondered aloud.
2,
Nobody.
8,
He began
4,
wildly
5.
tearing through papers. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible.
Yep.
He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nope.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Is it not?
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Yeah, go on. Hey, 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 hey. Smoking a blunt.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
I was about to rap.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yep, go on. Now, are there any secrets in here that I can crawl through? Oh, another one?
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Yes.
This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
No.
Stanley figs.
Stanlerines.
What about Stanlerines?
I like
Yes,
Stanlerines.
I think I like that.
I do.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Whatever you
Stanley
say.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm gonna escape, actually.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
Mm-hmm.
the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Would I? You know what? I bet I will, but I'm gonna go for it anyway.
The door behind him was not shut.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
What if I don't want to?
At this point,
Mm-hmm.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. I am willing to confront my death right now. Whee! Oh. Still falling? Oh. 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 I can't jump.
As the machine whirred into motion
Yep.
and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected
Oh my
that
gosh.
his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Nope.
He doesn't know the real story.
I'm gonna
Trapped
drop onto
forever
that.
in his narrow
Calling it
vision
now.
Of what this world is.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss,
Mm-hmm.
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Mm-hmm.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Jesus. You're just like, yep, see you later, bud. Yep, I'm dropping on it. Go ahead, crush me. Called it! Called it. I'm so smart. Called it.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Are you
as
Mariella?
Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Oof.
In a single visceral instant,
Yep.
Stanley was obliterated
Mm-hmm.
as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh my gosh. Yep, knew I was gonna drop onto this. There's no other way. Yep.
And yet it would
Stanley
be just a
Parable.
few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Oh,
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
nothing.
When
What is
every
this
path
place?
you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Mm-hmm.
death becomes meaningless, making
Comes-
life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Was I? 10203. Oh my, what is this place? Button sounds? I don't like 1. I think they chose 5, didn't they? Office computers, solitaire. Okay. They have all the credits for everything. I'm just confused at what this place is. Is this just talking about the Stanley Parable in general? Maintenance room? Yeah, okay. Ultra deluxe announcements, got it. The lounge? Well, that's not what the lounge looks like. The office, yep, pencil sharpeners, yep. The apartment timer? In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone. Interesting. Huh. Cargo lifts. It used to just be straight up. Used to be across. So they had a bunch of different ideas for the cargo lift. What's this? Zending? The screenshot depicts an early version of the end known as Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. I don't even know that one. Sending levers. And around this corner, there's been 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development. This was one of them? The first one. Interesting. Okay. So this is literally just talking about the behind the scenes of the Stanley Parable. And then the sequel is not paused. The game is not paused. Interesting. Okay. And then this is meeting room, maintenance layout, another slideshow. I'm just gonna keep walking up. 427. Are these all just different designs for his... Yep, this is Stanley's office. I think that one was one that was ultimately settled on. It's just like the museum of the Stanley Parable. I'm honestly just mainly confused. Monitor elevator room. Freedom ending. Yep, that's what I got the first time. Oh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
Mm-hmm.
How they wish to control one another.
Right.
How they both wish to be free.
Mm-hmm. So do I just hit the switch? Oh, I hit the switch,
Can
so
you
now
see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Yeah.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Right.
But listen to me. You can still save these two.
How?
You can stop the program before they both fail.
What do you mean?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
And press quit?
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Well, I know I can close the game.
Choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
I'm gonna let
Don't
time.
let
Sick. Interesting. You know what? Oh, hey, I got the freedom ending in my room. Interesting. I'm gonna go into the meeting room and
All
try to
his
find that
co-workers
vent
were gone.
to get
What
the
could it
the
mean?
other thing. What is this?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Figurine
Perhaps
finders
he had simply
collected.
missed a memo.
In the meeting room. Called it. Alright, well, let's go to the meeting room. There will be a reward for finding. I don't think there is. How can we find them all? What we know. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. Synergize our resources to ensure the retrieval. There are many questions or no memo from management. Okay. How can you tell if you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Those are just my pictures. Follow clues provided by 416. We can do it. Red room? Red room. Red room. Is there any other? Or is it just gonna loop? Okay. What does this say? A large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with the stairs, somewhere both red and blue. So a large room, lots of boxes is this cargo place, yeah. I'm gonna try something.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh. I figured it out.
Okay, I'm going back to the name
Yep.
of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Stanlerines.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
Stanlerines.
Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Stanlerines. Okay, well, where does this end up? What? Does this just reset me?
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
I did.
What a silly and trite explanation that would be.
Right.
All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording?
You're just
It was
insinuating
all
it.
just in Stanley's head.
Oh, there has to be a figurine around
I bet that's the kind of
here.
twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a
Can
movie
I get up
where
on
it
this?
turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling.
Yeah.
It must be so simple to be you. Life being an
Jesus.
unending waterfall of surprises and delights.
Mm-hmm.
How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
How is it my fault? Okay. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. So that's the no, where the both red and blue doors are. Okay. That's the only thing I can think of with red and blue. So let me go to these stairs. Maybe it's at the very bottom? Under the stairs?
Walks upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I knew it!
You're getting
Got it.
close now,
Yep.
Stanley. You've nearly gotten
Got it.
all of the Figler Anlerines.
Nope.
Very soon,
Nope.
you'll collect the last one.
You're
And
doing
then
too much.
The first number will equal the second number,
Yep.
and that will be it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be different people by then.
I think so.
Different in the sense that we used to have none of them.
Yep.
And now we have them all.
Right.
You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlerines.
Mhm.
None of us can.
Yep. Okay. Somewhere both red and blue. So I think I have to restart the game and go no until the red and blue doors are there.
I don't know how
No
to
buckets
convince
past
you
this
of
point?
this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, and there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Got it.
Savor this moment, Stanley.
Yep.
This is a real accomplishment.
Okay.
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Yep.
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most
Mhm.
trivial achievements,
Mhm.
you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
It has.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all,
But-
but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Yep.
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
Yep.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines. Now listen carefully, this is important.
I'm gonna go back to the meeting room. I want to see if there's a secret seventh one. What?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines.
The what?
Those figglers.
Yep.
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Sure.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
I guess.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story,
Mhm.
but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Sure. When Stanley Parable found the... So I'm just going and collecting them all again through the memory zone. There should be one there, shouldn't there be? Do I just go straight down now? Ah, the first one.
Here's where it all began.
Yep.
The first collectible.
With the weird people
Back
on the
then,
wall.
We had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
Yep.
Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
True. So now where am I going? The executive bathroom. Right, makes sense.
And here was a second Stanlerine.
Yep.
You found this one all on your own.
Yep.
Just by poking around in the boss's bathroom.
Yep.
You did that, Stanley.
I did.
I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them,
Right.
let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Sure. Okay, so now where are we going? Where did we find the third one?
Okay, let's do a little quiz.
Yep.
Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand?
The boss's
Can you
office.
remember?
It was definitely the boss's office.
Hey, that's exactly right.
My
It was
brain is
here,
so big.
Behind the boss's office. It was the third one.
Yep.
You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them.
I did.
I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory.
Isn't this
but I
technically a
shouldn't be
reward?
surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Is it?
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't
I don't
actually say
remember
I
a pink
remember
room.
being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone.
Nope.
So it must have happened.
No, I think your memory is just getting a little far off here now, bud. This was where we found
This was the fifth mini stand, and this one was really something special.
Don't-
It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly.
So what's
In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Go on. Yeah. Oh my god. This game is so utterly ridiculous. The narrator, the narrator, the narrator, the narrator, the narrator, the narrator. Yep. Yep.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I
Yeah.
spent a lot of time making that video.
Did
but
you?
It was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Right. Wait, something opened. Oh. Back through here. You spent 8 minutes on that video? To the left? To the right. And then this is where I found the 6th and
then,
final one.
Stanley, then we came to the last collectible.
Yep.
The final figurine. Right here by the red and blue doors.
Yep.
This memory is the most distinct and clear in
Because
my
it was the
mind.
most recent.
Perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Oh my god, I've already...
Who can truly say how the mind works?
Logic.
All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other.
Right.
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly.
Knock knock. Okay, so now where are we going? The past, the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Goodbye, memory zone. So I got 12 out of 6 instead of 6 out of 6.
No, I'm not done.
In the middle of the loading screen?
Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards.
Oh.
We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction.
Okay.
See how that feels.
Sure. So yes.
Okay, yes. The room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
Yep.
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
The
Let's
pink
keep going. I
is
want
the
more.
wrong one.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we
Yes.
watched?
Skip it.
Yes, I love that video.
Oh my gosh. So are you just taking a trip down nostalgia's lane? Still don't remember this.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stan.
I'm predicting what he's saying.
Good room, though. A solid room.
It's very pink. The boss's office.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward
Yep.
for finding all of these,
Yeah.
it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them.
Yeah.
I'm very glad we resisted the temptation.
Mm-hmm.
Next one.
Sure. So what, are we going back to the second one, which was the executive bathroom, and then we're going to the first one, which was in the room with all the mans with the long arms.
Don't you remember?
Yes, I remember.
Yes, I remember it too.
Yep.
The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it?
Because the
Keep
present
going.
is better.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories.
Can I
Stanley.
exit?
I want to keep
Can I
going.
exit?
What else is there? What came before this?
Yeah. This came before this. What is the point of this? The jump circle?
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on.
We were originally
I remember
unhappy.
hating it back then, but
Yep.
time does put a rosy filter on everything. Oh yes, the
Two doors.
Who
Yep.
could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Mm-hmm. And the office.
And before everything else, there was your office.
It's gonna reset.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
Was there something that came before your office?
Your monologue.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
The
I
loading
can
screen.
remember.
The loading screen?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started.
Yep.
Back then I was different.
What?
I used to make big decisions.
Mhm.
I was passionate. I
Mhm.
was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason.
Yeah.
Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely?
Probably.
Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion,
Mhm.
even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again.
Do
I want to
you?
go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do
So he's
it.
getting rid of
I'll
us?
be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun.
So
to
we
play
were in
with.
the narrator's
what?
mind.
Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory?
Sure.
Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much.
So this is the last
Okay,
time.
here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I am beyond confused. Like, I genuinely have a headache just from trying to comprehend the collectibles thing. I don't even want to try to remember it. We ended up getting 18 out of 6 rather than 6 out of 6, so I don't know, I'm just confused. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I love you, actually. Mwah, kisses, smooches. But yeah, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and that's gonna be it for me. Ash, out.